Okay, let's see. Okay. I wonder what you guys are seeing. Check. Infinite cast. Looks like I put it in order right here. I can move them to the webcam up on top, but if I move the webcam on the bottom, you can't see me. Now I go behind it. So I'll move webcam to the top, and that puts me here. Infinite cast, multiple casts. So looking at the webcam and my screen, which is looking at my webcam and my screen, which is looking at my webcam and my screen. Trippy, man. Okay, if I put my laptop screen on. So laptop screen is on top of my TV screen. So looking at this screen now. So I wonder, can I open YouTube? What the fuck is this? Oh. So I wonder if I go to my YouTube now, can we look and see me streaming on YouTube? So here's me. Are we going to do a multiple loop again? So I wonder if I go to my YouTube now. Can we look and see me streaming on YouTube? Let's see if we could do a loop within a loop. So, here's me. Are we going to do a multiple loop again? So I wonder if I go to my YouTube now. Can we look and see me streaming on YouTube? Let's see if we can do a loop within a loop. Okay, that quiet things down. Can you turn all the things So I guess it just looks a bit better quieted down now, hopefully. Okay, that quiet thing's down. Okay. So hopefully that got rid of the fucking echo and shit. Oh god. Okay, that's funny. And I turn it off. What am I looking at now? I have no idea. I'm totally lost in this. I'm totally lost. It's confusing because it's. I got screen here, I got screen here, I got YouTube, which has the delay over here, and I got myself in real time over here, which just gives me a blank screen. So let's go over here to turn that on, and now you can see what I'm looking at over here. Alright, well let's do some other shit now. Close this. Okay. I should really clean up my home screen, huh? It looks like shit. Now you see what kind of fucking clutter I live in. Should check this out. So this is Holly and the Italians. This is just like a random. This is just a random find that I got at Goodwill, and it actually kind of rocks. Got the record player behind the computer here. So we'll ratchet this shit up for a minute, because this first track is fucking hot. Others have it thrust upon them, and then there are those who are born This is kind of what I was trying to do. So, let's see if I can add. Turn this down a bit. This is some tanky ass shit I'm doing here. I'm using a actual record player for my soundtrack. Okay, let's try and add. Let's see if I can add my mic. And that way, maybe my audio would be better for my voice. Mic in at front panel or microphone. Mic in at front panel. So, which one is going to be which? Realtek? Mic in at front panel. Let's see if there's any difference. And I don't know how the hell I'm going to be able to tell. Black with audio input capture. Okay, so I have it on now. I wonder, is it this one? Is it hearing that? Yeah, it looks like it is. Okay. And then if I turn that off, it's catching it from the other side. And now it's catching it from here. And now it's catching it from the computer. And now it's catching it from here. It's catching it here, both places, isn't it? Catching it from here now? No, it's catching it from there now. And now here. Now it's catching it from here. Okay, does that make a difference, I wonder? I'll have to go back and watch, I think is the only way I'll be able to tell. So, I'm going to have to watch my own stupid ass doing this. Okay. Let me go back to infinity mode and have a look at myself. Looking at myself. So I guess this makes no difference. Audio input capture 2 is also this. Also this. No, that's this now. Okay, mic, aux, attach the webcam, mic, aux. Okay. Remove. And remove. Hello? So this is working through here if I just have it plugged in. If I take it out, it's coming from there. And if I if I plug it in, it's working from here. Okay, so why add the 2? Just unplug it if I don't want to use it. Probably glad nobody's watching this, right? Fucking sucks. Alright. Well, maybe I could just work on this for a little while now and see. Like if somebody joins, I guess. Okay, so now I can't like see myself, which I don't really need to look at myself because I got my thing covered. But like if I cover this, I could turn this on and come over here. And now if I cover this a bit, then maybe you don't see, maybe it's not looping in perpetuity. Maybe we were not in Infinicris. Let's go back to Infinicris. Yeah, I want to see what happens when it loads up. Okay. Okay, so that's my wife texting me. She needs to check for a turkey vulture for the wildlife rescue. Okay, cool, man. So yeah, I see Wildlife Center. I do wildlife rescues for the Key West Wildlife Center. Volunteer work that I've been doing for them for about 7 years now. I love doing it. I always tell my wife I do it as much for the people as I do it for the birds. I love the birds as well. But I love Tom and Peggy who operate the nonprofit. They're great people, and I will help them any way I possibly can, anytime I am available to do so. They're excellent people, and if I can make their lives a little easier, I'm happy to do that. Okay. So I'm trying to work on a simple advertisement for my charter business. That's what you see there with Big Pine Sailing. I just want to put this up at the grocery store to hopefully just get some people to go out on my boat with me. I'm just starting my own business on my own boat. I've been a charter captain here in the Keys for about 5 years now. A little bit longer, actually. Actually, 10 years ago, no, 9 years ago, I started doing charters down here. Started doing kayak tours mostly. Then I started doing backcountry charters, but I was not the captain. I started captaining those charters 5 years ago. Meaning doing those charters on my own with somebody else's boat. I've been working for somebody for a long time. After the pandemic, after the government shut down things, because the pandemic never really materialized here. So it's foolish to give credence to something that's virtually non-existent. It was the shutdown of the economy that changed things here. But I'm not here to talk about that shit. I want to talk about my sailing business, and this is my attempt to try and grow it. So I was initially promised some financial backing that didn't materialize. So finances have been a big issue for me for a long time. And I'm kind of in a catch-22 here where, like, if I don't start working, I can't pay any bills and I can't get the money that I need to put back into my boat and put back into the business, which is required to start the business. But if I don't have the money, I can't put the money into the business, but I can't start work. So I'm just fucked. I need to just start working. So I'm just going to do it, man. Like, I just have to start. So I have the boat. The boat runs. It needs some things that would make it better, but what do they say? You gotta, like, fake it till you make it, or just do it. I don't know. I'm just gonna do it. Fuck it. Like, look, like I said, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been out on the water for 10 plus years now, and I've been doing it by myself for over 5 years now. And it's time to just do it by myself on my own boat now. And I'm doing something new, something that nobody does here. There are no other boats like mine here that are available for charter. I drive a McGregor 26X. It's a power sailor. It's a sailboat that has a 60 horsepower engine and can get up on a plane. So I can do 16 knots. It's like 18, 19 miles an hour. You don't do that on a regular sailboat. My sailboat can get up on a plane. And I only draft a foot, which is also unique to a sailboat. So I can go to a lot of these really shallow places that I used to go to when I drove a Carolina skiff. Nobody's watching this shit, so that's a plus. Because probably wouldn't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But if anybody was actually watching this live, you could ask me in the chat. I could fucking answer it. I don't know, maybe some of my friends will watch this from the streams that I do. But I'm gonna be honest, this software is actually pretty fucking cool, man. Like, it's pretty easy to use. I'm doing what I, was going to do. If anybody does actually happen to watch this and actually watch it through this fucking point, which I wouldn't if I was watching somebody else's stream, help me out, man. I'm gonna put like strips right here, you know, with my phone number. They're just like, call you, pull a fucking strip and call me. And I'm working on my Facebook page so that it will be updated with my new charters, not a bunch of pictures of my old charters, but I have a Facebook page with followers from my old, from when I used to work for somebody else. So maybe I have a little bit of a leg up. We'll see. Season is coming, so see what happens. Oh, hey, you ain't wrong. You showed up. What's up, man? Trying to figure out how to fucking work this shit, man. Thanks for stopping by and help me out with the algorithm. I don't know how the hell to reply to you, though. That would help. I mean, other than just actually talking to you. But I don't see where I could, like, write in the chat thing. Like, let's see. That's where you pop up there. Thanks, man. Okay, start recording. I have no idea how to, like, reply to the chat through here. There's got to be some way how to do it. There's like a 4-minute lag. Fuck, that's long, man. Good to know, though. Definitely good to know. Did you see, like, when I had it all fucking screwy and looping and shit? It's pretty wild. Let's see. I move this. All right. I have to figure out some way to reply to you in the chat box. Don't know shit about the boats. Well, here I was thinking I was all by myself, and then you show up and I'm fucking spitting shit. Wonder here, if you're still around, I could show you what my boat looks like. Actually, it looks a lot like that. So this is the type of boat I'm driving now. This is the McGregor 26X. So you can see it's a sailboat, but it's got an outboard motor on the back. Like, that's somebody sailing hard. But like, check out that image there. And like here, see this dude? That's sailboat hauling ass. Right there. Sailboat hauling ass, dude. They do like 20 miles an hour. Like some people put a 90 horsepower on the back and they do like 30. I only got a 60 horsepower, so I only do about 20 miles per hour. But the other boat I was talking about is a Carolina Skiff 24. Dang. Rooster tailing it. Yeah, man. The boats fucking haul ass. It's cool. Yeah, this is the Carolina Skiff over here. So these are all shallow water boats. Like, see this? This boat, maybe 8 inches. Like I could get in some shallow ass water. And I can still do that with my boat as well. Oh shit! So, my wife is checking for a bird for the wildlife rescue. I see no turkey vulture. Okay, wife's on the way home. Cool. The wildlife center had called and said there was a turkey vulture possibly on the side of the road over by my wife's friend's house. So she was going over there, and I told her, just check so I don't have to make a ride looking around for a bird that probably doesn't exist, because people call and the bird is just fine. See, I wonder if my old website works anymore. Looks like it doesn't. I used to own this website, but fucking GoDaddy screwed me on it. They like went back on their contract, and now I don't have a website anymore. So I'm trying to just like start again, and I'm gonna go through on my Facebook and take a bunch of pictures of the boat and show my new charters and shit. I was able to update my Facebook to the name anyway, the right name, but it doesn't have Big Pine Sailing. But it like has the old kayak tours and shit. Like there's the old boat right there. And the old logo. Anyway, thanks for stopping in. You ain't wrong. That's cool of you. Appreciate it. So there's got to be a way to add a way to reply to the chats. Gotta find that. I can kind of read that. See, it keeps cutting it off too. Currently washing dishes. Right on. I already did that once today. I'll have to do it again when I fucking cook food for my wife. Automatic scenes. Tools. Deck links. Scene collection. Like if I want to type in the chat, do I have to go open it up on YouTube? But that, I think, starts like a fucking weird loop, feedback and shit. That bitch. You gotta check out side 2 of Holly and the Italians. It's like weird 90s, or I guess would be 80s punk. 81. 81. Free fight and chat on OBS video. How do I chat? Run OBS. I can shrink myself. This way you can see all the ads. Oh. This software is pretty sweet, actually, man. It's free, and I think it's more customizable than like what BC uses. I'm on a laptop. I got a laptop right here with the webcam, and then I have a TV right here that I have an extended screen on. So I got two screens to kind of spread out. Um, this is just a HP laptop, man. It was like $250, and then this software that I'm using on the and like you customize the name TV screen, laptop screen, and webcam. So I have those things active. I don't know if you saw the part where I was fucking with this thing. Like I can just plug that. Now it's just pulling from the computer, audio wise. I was trying to like add audio, but it just does it automatically. Plug that back in, and I'm talking through this thing now. Basic setup, man. I mean, nothing fancy. My wife does, she's a reseller, man. She sells clothes, and she does lives and shit, you know, where she sells her clothes online live. So she, you know, wants to get in on this too. But I mean, I've gone live on BC's channel like 2 times, maybe 3 now. I like going live on his show, man. It's fun. Shit to talk about. But I was thinking like I'll kind of focus on, you know, the boat and shit for a while, and like maybe the garden and some other stuff, just so that it's not like a political channel. Kind of duck the algorithm a bit. I don't know if do you watch Barricade Garage? Barricade Garage started as an auto repair channel, and he just worked on his Jeep for the first year or so. But that dude, he's monetized, and he talks about shit that would get anybody else kicked off. Like, I'm surprised the shit that he says. And he's got 152,000 subscribers, monetized, and the dude is like 100% anti, like, he's got videos where he advocates for some shit that would like get BC shut the fuck down immediately. Pretty wild. If you want to get into this software, man, there's 2 kinds that found this shit out. There's OBS Studio and Streamlabs OBS. I would recommend the OBS Studio. It's basic, and you can add all this shit to it as you see fit. Get rid of the infinity shit. Yeah, I was saying there's nothing fucking fancy to it. But the thing that BC uses is oh fuck, I forget. It's got like a logo's a duck, but you have to pay for that shit monthly, so it's not cheap. But his is super easy to use. It's easier than this shit, it looks like, but it doesn't seem like it's customizable. And to be honest, this is not, you can't reply on his either. Like when we're looking at the chat on his, I can't go to his thing and type in and just answer you in the chat. Huh. I have to do the same thing, like open up on the other screen, the YouTube, and type into YouTube directly. But then the delay gets you all fucking whacked out too. And I'm about to pop. Your avatar is a shot of the emoji. Okay, now I know what the fuck that is, man. I was wondering where the hell you got that thing. I didn't even know what it was. Oh my god, it's just a funny picture. Well, what I was talking about with the like circumventing the algorithm. I got rid of the American flag in my avatar because that's a, surprisingly enough, man, that makes you a fucking target. Rocking an American flag, it means one thing and one thing only. You're conservative. Maybe I should rant about, how great socialism is or something, and I'll get fucking promoted. Fucking Trump was definitely elected by Putin. I tried to start live streaming from my phone the other day, and YouTube won't let you live stream from the phone. Hey, baby. I got some live streaming software, and
Allie's got a microphone too.
Really?
I'm gonna try it out.
If I plug this one in,
this works.
Yeah.
So I can talk into this. When I was using BCs, it won't, like if I plug this in, it doesn't do a goddamn thing. But on this software, I got one of my friends is on with me.
Good. Okay, well, my phone would not ring through to you.
Yeah.
Let me see if it does it here. It's really weird.
All circuits are busy. Please try your call again later. Announcement.
What the hell?
I've been trying to call for like literally an hour.
No shit. That's weird.
All right, I'm gonna go to Holly's.
Okay, baby. Love you.
Thank you so much. Dog is here.
All right, Willie Nelson, you stay here. Hunter, man, can't wait to buy one of those paintings. Kwame Brown normally waits first 2 minutes. Okay. I guess they'd probably pick up on that too. I guess the AI is probably so good. It's like they don't need real people to actually listen to. Feds are coming, man. They're already here. You looking at them?
All right, you got him?
Yeah, baby, I got him.
I'll be back.
Is Abby over there barking up the nuts? No?
Not too bad. I'm sure they have an internet connection. You probably could take that over there and
Yeah.
do that too. I'm sure there's stuff. I'll just text Jody and ask him the code.
Okay.
And then you can sit over there and stream. I'm gonna grab that microphone. It's a plug and play.
Awesome.
And it's just a standalone.
Okay.
Grab it. Check that out.
Cool. But I get this software is pretty easy. I'll show you how to use it too.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But even with that microphone, it'll work. It's a Bluetooth on the top.
Right. Love you. She's going over to her friend's place, man. Her friend's nutso, but she's a reseller as well. She's got all sorts of shit, like piles on piles of shit she doesn't know what to do with. So my wife goes over there and helps her out, and she gives her shit to sell. So she like pays her and stuff. I don't know. What do you think, man? If you saw this, like if you were on vacation and you saw this hanging up at the grocery store, would you call it? Would you at least like look at the Facebook page if I put the Facebook on there? I was gonna hang these up like we're just a small island, so I got people on vacation all the time. And at the Winn-Dixie, the grocery store, there's like a community bulletin board, and I could hang this up at the community bulletin board. People would see it as they're walking in, next to like the random shit for sale signs and that. And there's a flea market on the island too, which that's actually our plan. We're getting a booth at the flea market, and we're gonna like sell shit. Blue wave in the background. It's a good idea. I could probably make that happen. We're gonna sell some of her shit. She sells like mostly women's clothing, which to me is like fucking. I don't understand women's clothing one bit, man. Like, but I'll tell you, she makes good money selling stuff that to me is essentially garbage. Which is awesome. We get it from the, you know, the thrift store from her friend, all that shit. So that's not like really great flea market fare. But we just got, we stopped at somebody else doing a yard sale, and we picked up a big 10-gallon jug, and I'm gonna make like hot tea, and we're gonna sell kratom, because there is like a market for kratom here on the island. There's a head shop that sells kratom, and the guy that owns it is a fucking asshole. Like, he's a real asshole, and he sells garbage kratom at really high prices. And I've seen like how much he sells of it, and I can get really good kratom for really cheap. So I'm just gonna undercut him. I'm gonna take his price, cut it in half, and the quality is like double. And I'm just gonna take all of his business, and I'm gonna sell that at the flea market, and I'm gonna make tea and sell the tea at the flea market, and I'm gonna make hot cider for the kids, and maybe I'll bring like my espresso machine or some shit, and we'll sell some other shit. I also have like a bunch of bikes. 6 bags of kids' clothing and not one children's. No shit, really? That's wild. I wonder. At the Salvation Army here, man, you just drop it off. You just go right, just pull up on the side and just unload it right at the side of the Sally, and I mean, they take it. But you know, we've been reselling since the government shut down, and we've relied on that Salvation Army. And you know, I've lived on this island for over a decade now, and there used to be like, I'm poor as fuck, dude. Like, I've relied very heavily on the resale shops here. But the Habitat Humanity resale shop, that one shut down, and then the Salvation Army is the only one left. But for a good while there, we were kicking ass, man. Lori was getting all sorts of shit for real cheap, and she was friends with the lady that was managing it. But that lady went somewhere else, and now this new guy's fucking running it. And you know, Lori's pretty personable, so he likes her. But the guy's a fucking dick, and you know, he gets all this shit for free, but he must look up what the shit's selling for on eBay, and then he fucking sells it for like that much. So it's like, dude, we can't make any fucking money if you're already taking all the profit. They're taking the whole margin. So there's no reason he shouldn't take them fucking clothes, man. Just drop them shits off. As you got kids? B-52s. It's kind of a cool album. Oh, wow, man. 3 girls and 1 boy. You two are outnumbered, huh? In the house. I never had kids, man. Lori was married before, and I was married before. I never had any kids with my ex, man. She's psycho, and I'm glad because I really want nothing to do with her. But Lori has kids, but they're 21 and 19, 18. They're out of the house, so um, I never had any kids of my own. What's the age range on your kids? What's oldest and youngest? They all are, yeah. Every last one of them, man. That's a fact. Yeah, you got 4 of them at home, huh? I mean, women, not kids. 24-9. Well, my bloodline's gonna die with me, but I'm okay with that. Lori can't have kids anymore. Plus, she's getting older. To the point where it's like borderline unsafe. But it's all right. I wouldn't ask her to do that a third time after the last one. And this was never like really something that I was adamant on doing. I was one of those things like I figured if it happens, it happens. If not, I'm okay with it. Said. All right. See if we can get a blue wave on there. I was like going to try and take it easy on the printer, but fuck it, man. Get like a little color. Catch the eye. Clip art. Check that shit out, man. Perfect. There you go. I have to use all this free software, man. Like I said, I didn't get the financial backing that I was promised when I made this leap on my own to get this business going, man. I got like one little chunk, enough money to buy a boat that had no motor and wasn't driving. Oh, this was the Miracle Kiddo. He's still with the same mother? Or is it the same mother with all 4? Like, did that bring y'all back together? And I mean, I guess having the first one put you in the mood to have 3 more. Hey, man, that's all right. Like I said, they're all crazy. There's a way to like move this blue wave behind the other images. I had to figure out how to do that. This shit ain't easy, you know. It's like, yeah, I know it. Yeah, that's it's like 2 guys arguing with the one. Yeah, I never had one, you know, that intense where I had to brandish the weapon or nothing, but you know, you with the woman that's allowing that kind of friction to occur in your life. It's not good for you, her, or the children. You know, sometimes you got to be a fucking adult and get past your feelings and move the boat first. I like remove it and put it back. There's like a way to move it to 3D. Yeah, arrange. Send backward. Yeah. There we go. Boom. There we go. We figuring shit out. Yeah, that's the way I've done everything, man. Just gotta fucking do it. I don't know how to get rid of the checker shit though. Yeah, if I could figure out how to get rid of that, that like whatever the fuck that background is, maybe it won't show up in the print. Let's see if there's like a print preview. No, see, it's gonna fucking show up in that. Damn. Dude, how cold is it up by you? I am fucking freezing down here. Everybody, I'm such a fucking pussy. Like, it's so cold.
$73 degrees? There's no way it's that warm here. Where the fuck are you, man? If it's 73 degrees. Holy Christ, it says it's 72 degrees here. I'm absolutely freezing at 72 degrees. South Texas. Cool, man. Given the way shit's rolling, man, Texas is about the only other place I would go. If I didn't love it here. But I absolutely love Florida, man. It's like the best place for me. It's everything that I want in life is here. Like, I would go to coastal Texas, though. There's some badass spearfishing, but you gotta go way the fuck out to them oil rigs. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to get rid of this checkered background. South Padre Island. Is that my wife's got friends in Galveston. They got hit by that hurricane which I got last year. But
Well, she's a friend that she made online, you know, just from like the reselling community. It's like another reseller, and she like talks on the phone with her like how we're doing now, man. She's like, um, she's been talking on the phone with her for like 2 years, almost 3 years now. And, they're supposed to come down and visit us actually soon. Like, land is affordable there in Texas, right? Like, you could get some land. You could get land in Florida, but you gotta go to like north central Florida to get anything reasonable. And actually, north central Florida is fucking dope. I was up there with my ex-wife after the hurricane. We got hit by Hurricane Irma, fucking hard. Um, no shit, bad gangs in Galveston. Kind of transparent. I like lightened up the checkers, but didn't get rid of them. I kind of like it semi-transparent too. Look, glow like me. And look, my neighbor's little dog fucking barking like crazy. I finally got the thing to trust me, man. They're gone for like 2 weeks, and I got to take care of this little dog. But the thing like wouldn't come out from underneath their bed for a full 24 hours. I finally just got the thing to trust me yesterday, so now it can't stand to be alone at all. It's over at my house working, and I just hear it barking the whole damn time. This is the thing, man. Like, I wish I wanted to do this stuff, but I wanted to hire somebody that actually knows how to do this, so I could just pay somebody to fucking whip this shit off, you know, and I could spend my time doing things that I know how to do. But here I gotta fucking learn how to make images and shit. That is not my forte, man. I'm good at driving that fucking boat, though. Huh. Hey, does that get rid of the fucking checkers? Yeah, dude, I think if I turn up the brightness, that gets rid of it. Conservative bear? No, man, what's the story with that bear shit, man? Like, there's a bunch of people on Barricade Garage, and all their name is Bear. They're like something Bear. Uh, that must have been before my time, because I don't know what the fuck it means. Like, why are people calling themselves Bear? Dude, I think turning up the brightness got rid of them fucking checkered background too. That's dope. Willie Nelson, come here. Leave them deer alone. Copyright that shit. If I just use a little TM, you think people will actually check if I actually did the copyright? Like, do I have to specify that the charters are fun? Shouldn't that just be like fucking implied? No, the charters suck. Yeah, of course they're fucking fun, man. That's the whole point. It's like, I'm just trying to like point out that they're small time, you know, that I'm small time, you know, my shit ain't. Another channel. Chicano News Network. I like it. Here's the thing, man. A lot of people that come here to visit, they have this image in their mind of what this place is, and it used to be something totally different. It used to be something that it's not anymore. It's become very corporatized and very tourist trappy. There's a lot of businesses that are designed solely to separate you from your money and give you very little in return. And it used to be very frontier-like. Um, six, just six. It's not a big capacity. That's what my license is good for, 6 people. And even putting 6 people on my boat is
is doable. It's a little tight. 4 is perfect. Like I love 4 people on that boat is just right. Very comfortable. And 4 is a big enough group that I can charge enough money to like really get a nice payday out of it. But I'm at the point, dude, I don't give a fuck. I will take anything right now. I will take I'll take $100 for 2 hours at this point in time. Which is why I'm like resorting to this shit. Just putting this out there and taking basically anything I can get. But you know, prices will go up to like $600 before like I leave the dock. It'll be $600. I've been doing it for a long time, man. I used to get $450 was my bare minimum before for a 4-hour trip. But I only got to keep half of that. And it got to the point where I was doing absolutely all of the work, like top to bottom. I was running this dude's business, and all the expenses were coming out of my pocket. And then this dude would collect the tax, and he'd pocket the tax money. And so expenses came out of my pocket, and then we split it, and then he kept his half and the fucking tax that was charged. And then I'm doing all the maintenance. I'm answering like I'm top to bottom. I'm running the whole business, and then he's fucking me on my tax liability. So that was like kind of what prompted me to like just do anything to get this boat to start my own. So I'm like, I remember the day I quit fucking working for this dude. His boat started breaking down, and like I told him, like, yo, it's like we got to get your boat to a mechanic, and he basically called his friend, called his fucking buddy, and his buddy never showed up. So then I'm sitting in his yard, fucking taking this boat apart myself, not making a penny doing it. Like I'm doing the job of a mechanic and running the business, like fucking, and I'm like, all right, I'm getting my own fucking boat. Like fuck you. Why am I gonna run your business for you to fucking pocket money sitting on your ass or like not even being here? Anything worthwhile in life takes a fucking risk, man, and I've fucking put my neck out there right now. Dude, all you gotta do is lighten up the brightness, got rid of those checkers. That's badass. We're in business, man. I got a fucking blue wave. Thanks for the recommendation, dude. Should I put like a faggy little sun up here in the corner, like a smiley face or something? I was gonna name the boat Trump 1. Trump and the number 1. And I still think I'm gonna name it that to some extent. Like, or I'll name something else that. And I mean, part of my reasoning behind that was like, that's going to be a divisive and controversial name. There's going to be a good portion of people that ain't going to be down with that. But the portion of people that would be down with that would be far more inclined to come on board with mine than I was like the net benefit I think would outweigh the amount of people that it would turn away. The the benefit of people to actually come on board, I think would outweigh it. Trump won. WON won. ONE. But I had another idea. I might name it the Local Sun. And I think that's a little more fitting. Like, that's not going to scare away anybody because, lefty money spends just as well. At least right now it does. And it means I got to spend 4 hours on board with them. And, my previous business, I had a lot of fucking lefties. And I made damn sure that politics never came out of my mouth when I was working. I never started that conversation, but it would often come up. I would know what people's politics were by the end of the trip, and it was through no wet willy. That's going on the fucking drawing board, man. Shit, I gotta text my wife that right now. Fuck me, that's a good one, dude. I've texted that right now to my wife. I don't know why I didn't think of that before, man. He comes on the boat with me. Let's see. She didn't like Local Sun. Wet Willie, that's great. The little bastard does get wet on board too. I mean, he does. He goes swimming and shit. I have on my Rumble channel. I have a video of like when we first got the boat running and we would go out to the beach. I think I got it. It's called Freedom Dog Says Swing Mandates. That was like right when they started pushing them shits and mandates, and I was like, I was trying to jump on the algorithm for on the Rumble with all the mandate episodes, so I started naming all my shit like freedom and mandates and all that kind of shit. But these charters that I run are really unique to this area, man. There's fishing charters. You can go fishing all fucking day with 100 different people, but there's nobody who just takes you out to fucking go to the sandbar and look at wildlife and enjoy yourself and bring the kids, and shit, you can drink beers and eat some food, go swimming, and just have a good time. I did fishing charters for several years, but I hate them. I absolutely hate doing fishing charters.
First of all, I only spearfish. I don't use a rod and reel. And that's what everybody did. And like I said, a lot of people have this idea of what this place is. Like if you think Florida Keys, you like think, oh man, I can like go catch a fucking marlin. You ain't catching no fucking marlin, man. Like you have to go way offshore to go do that. Number one, and number two, it's like maybe 30% of the time, maybe. Lori likes Wet Willie, man. She sent me a fucking laughing, crying emoji. You might have just named my boat, man. Really. Now, the challenging thing is Willie Nelson is a fucking asshole. He's like one of the meanest dogs. He's the meanest dog I've ever had. I don't know if I can bring him on my boat with clients. And then Wet Willie just is like, doesn't make any sense unless my dog is there. Really, like I have to bring him. I have to have him on board, otherwise it seems like a pervert thing, you know. That also is not me, dude. I'm not a fucking pervert. What singer, man? B-52 singer? Oh, Willie Nelson, the singer. Yeah, yeah. That's pretty weak sauce. Willie Nelson was named like before we got the dog at all. Like Lori wanted to get a dog and name him Willie Nelson, and that was that. I mean, I like his music, but no more than I like the fucking B-52s. Like just something random that I picked up. You know, like I just buy shit because I think it's like I just buy shit because I think it's interesting. Like I don't really. It's not like my fucking jam or anything. It's like that's a weird fucking cover. I'll just it's like 10 cents or a quarter or some shit. I'll fucking buy that. I just like some weird 80s shit. I mean, like they stopped pressing vinyl in mass production in the late 80s anyway, so. I haven't heard anything from Willie. Not like I haven't heard anything about Willie Nelson. Like nothing recently. Does he like tweet? I don't know. I don't have fucking Twitter, man. I don't use Twitter at all. Like is Willie Nelson like in fucking New York putting on passport only shows or something? I don't even want to know, to be honest. Like
because I'm not changing my dog's name. Yeah, that would just like make me disappointed. That's kind of cool. Trippy. That is trippy. There was this college student back in the 90s that made a few million from reselling DVDs, CDs, and vinyl. Lori seems to think that she's going to be making millions at some point in time, and God, I hope she's right, dude. But I don't know, I'll support her no matter what. I really don't care, man. I've been poor my whole life, so I don't really know anything else. But like, Lori came for money, dude. Like, she used to know what it was like. She sure as fuck don't know with me. But I don't know. Maybe we'll get there. I'd just be happy to like not worry about it. He made the money reselling in San Antonio, like reselling brick and mortar or on eBay. I saw like those clothing, like the guy reselling in New York had a brick and mortar, and he's like big fucking deal. And actually, there's a dude in Lori watches this guy in Central Florida. What the fuck's his name? Rally Roots. He's in Central Florida and he resells on eBay, and he makes millions of dollars. Right, yeah, a bunch of brick and mortars. That's badass. Lori wants to open up brick and mortar in Key West, and she'll kill it. Like, if we could get her rolling brick and mortar, she will absolutely take shit over. She's got an awesome personality. Like, she is really outgoing, and she's just great to be around, man. People would gravitate to her, and she's really good with the clothes, man. She picks that shit up, and like I said, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this fucking garbage is. Throw this out, you know? And it's like, she'll get $200 for it or more. I don't know. So all these like rich women and shit down in Key West, she would, you know, get in tight with and sell shit to them. Oh no. Blockbuster used to be dope, yeah. Netflix put them out of business, man. I used to have the Blockbuster, you know, mail order subscription, like the Netflix competition thing, when they went out of business. That was right when I went to Japan um, that same year. I did a semester abroad in college, it's my last year in college, and I went to Nagasaki, and I used to carry like a green fanny pack, and I had 4 DVDs in there. And somebody broke into my fucking car. It was in the city of Chicago. Somebody broke into my car and stole that with all of the money I had in the world. And like 4 or 5 DVDs. And this was like right before I was supposed to go to Nagasaki for like 8 months, study abroad for a semester. So I literally went to Nagasaki with like a couple $100 to last me for 8 months. I mean, like my parents give me like $300. Um, that sucked, man. Like I went bowling with my friends in Chicago. It was like one of the last things I went to do before going off to Japan. And some fucksticks broke into my Honda Civic, stole 4, 5 DVDs and like a big wad of cash, and some shit that I had to turn into cash. And Blockbuster wanted to charge me like $200 for those DVDs. And it was such a fucking hit when they pulled that shit out of my bank. I had to call them and like beg them, like, look, man, I just had all of my savings stolen from me. I'm going overseas. Like this $200-300 is like all I have in the world to last me. And they, after like a long conversation, they gave me the fucking money back, and then they went out of business. So I guess it was my fault. I single-handedly fucking crushed them by losing 4 DVDs. It cost them 20 cents. But that actually led to just an incredible experience, man. I got a job working in Nagasaki, Japan for 6 months when I was there because I had $0 to fucking survive. Fortunately, I was basically already done with college, so I didn't really have to go to school. I got a job working at a snack club and a dance club. Do you know what snack clubs are in Japan? A snack club is like a bar where the girls sit next to you. They're not like hookers, but they're kind of like hookers, but they're not. They're like strippers with clothes on. But they don't have to like rub up on dudes or anything. They just like, it's kind of cool. To be honest with you, man, like the Japanese culture, that they consider these girls like actual girlfriends, and they go and spend a bunch of money on them, and basically they would cry about their boss and shit for the most part. Um, but I was like the token American, and I would tend the bar because I was a fucking filthy drunk back then. I was an absolute alcoholic. But I've been sober for several years now. But yeah, my early 20s, like up until my like early 30s,
But man, it was some fucking great experience. I learned how to speak Japanese by having to, like, like having to work, you know. Um, and I had I ended up with a Russian girlfriend and a girlfriend from Niger, not at the same time. Uh, First the Russian, and then the uh, the woman from Niger, and uh, Halima from Niger. She was fucking awesome. She owned the nightclub. She owned both of the nightclubs. What do you think? This one right here, picture on the lunar surface with the Earth. Do you think that shit's real? I don't buy it. You see that movie or documentary? Maybe, I don't know. Fucking a funny thing happened on the way to the moon. I did that too, man. I used to manage some bars and restaurants down here every night. Sometimes I would get so like counting money I couldn't even count. Be like one, one, one. What number was I on? I have to do this in the morning. I don't miss that shit one bit. This fucking thing. What if I try this? This might look weird. So funny thing happened on the way to the moon. It's got like a bunch of WikiLeaks footage of uh, the moon landing, and it's got like a bunch of shit that they totally faked it. They were in low Earth orbit, and that picture of the Earth is just a picture from low Earth orbit in the whatever they were in, and they went back and turned all the lights off in the unit and looked through a porthole, a round window, and that's that fucking picture. It's crazy. I should watch it, man. It was nuts. It kind of blew my mind a little bit, a lot of it. Like, question what's real. Like, it doesn't seem like they fucking landed on the moon. Or if they did, they sure as fuck didn't film it. That looks terrible. Look at that. Here, I'll try getting rid of the fucking... Yeah, that looks like shit. Delete. It's called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Moon. I found it just exceptionally interesting. By accident? I think they shot him by accident? I think they shot his ass on purpose. I mean, he wanted to go back to the gold standard. That alone. It would kill him for that alone. We wouldn't be in this fucking position. I mean, there's definitely something funky about that whole situation. I don't know, man, how deep do you get into that shit? Conspiracy shit. I've become far more open to it. I got 45s too. Damn. I saw that video with the envelopes. Like, I couldn't figure out what the hell any of it meant, though. Like, it went way the hell over my head. I have no clue. I saw all the major players got them. Trump, Bush's, Clinton's, Obama and Michael. I'd love to know what was in there. The go-ahead that we're doing what's going on right now. But, yeah, I was watching something on BitChute about that. I haven't actually turned on BitChute in quite a while. Yeah, I saw that reaction too, man. It looks serious, like didn't look like a good happy reaction. Definitely looked like a shocked, like scared reaction. With Junior, man, the W, when he hits that fucking golf ball. Now watch me drive this motherfucker. But yeah, man, fuck that dude. Fucking rhino piece of shit. Um, what do you think that shit said? I have no clue, man. I wouldn't. You think that that's what that shit said? Like, this, you're next or some shit? Like, we did this? Who would be the we? Clips. Something dark, you think? It looked, I mean, yeah, given the reactions, I would say it was something dark. I would like to know, man. I mean, I guess it's just like curiosity. I guess I wouldn't want to know to the point that I would be that deep into that kind of lifestyle, man. I really enjoy a simple life. I'm not interested in wielding power at all. I like my house out in the fucking swamp in the fucking woods, driving my boat out in the back country, away from people. I'm really quite a simple. But I don't know, they say like your brain stops developing when you start using drugs and drinking and shit, and I started that shit at like 13. So Yeah, I'm literally a simpleton. I know that looks terrible. I'm just fucking with it. I'm not gonna leave that little fairy on there, I don't think. Maybe I will. Now, you think I'll get put on a list if I Google that shit? I suppose I better like go to Brave browser for that. Open up DuckDuckGo. That'll fucking keep me safe. Comes up. Comes right up. Did Pence get one? Watch it on bitch.
Put that along the sidewalk with the truck. Thank you.
Hey, Mike. Is that fucking Carter? Billy boy checking out Melania. What are we zooming in on here? They haven't looked at their envelopes yet, I don't think. Hillary looking at one. Oop, drops out. What's that? Dun, dun. Did old man Carter get one? He's too fucking out of the loop, right? He looked. I'm important. I'm gonna take my peanut farm. What the hell is this thing? Is that Cheney? Yeah, it's Cheney. Did he get one? Does it have a fucking check in there? Like Christmas? Since his wife has one. It's 10%. 10% for the big guy. What do you think, man? Is she packing sausage? So bummer hanging with Andrew Gillum.
And we're going to miss you. Your decency, sincerity, and kind soul will stay with us forever. So through our tears, let us know the blessings of knowing and loving you, a great and noble man, the best father a son or daughter could have.
Bow your heads in prayer, please.
That doddering old fuck at this point couldn't make it through one of these ceremonies, man. Where am I? No. I am not surprised. There's Jeb. Jebby boy. You know everything. I'm sorry. Huh. Interesting. Now, who's they? What do they know? And what does that mean for us? Is that why we're in the position that we're in? And if so, fucking Trump had one. He's in the same fucking circle. That's disheartening. I don't know, man. I think it's like like what Barricade Garage says, you know, like really the best thing you could do is take care of you, your family, your home, make yourself happy, not worry about that kind of shit. And that's what I'm trying to do. Like I said, I'm a simple man, dude. I want to drive my fucking boat. That's it. That's it. I like jumping online here and, you know, talking while I'm doing this shit. That's fun. But that's about it, dude. I'm happiest when I'm out there sailing. Come home with my wife. Come home and have my wife out with me. I love my house. I love my area here. That's it. That's all I need. As long as I can keep doing what I'm doing, I'm happy. I'm a working man, you know. I like my work though. I enjoy what I do. And this is what I mean, driving this boat is what I've been doing for over a decade now. Like I'm too old to do something else. I was talking to my sister-in-law from, you know, my ex-wife. He's like the only person I talk to from my ex-wife. My sister-in-law. She still calls me to fucking bitch about my ex, which I accept. You know, I'll talk. First of all, she was always kind to me, but you know, then to hear her bitch about my ex and how shitty she is, yeah, that's welcome. I'm like, yeah, we could talk about how much Liza sucks, and she was telling me about trying to help my ex like interview, how to interview because she's not very outgoing, and she started asking me like, well, what do you want to do? I'm like, I want to do exactly what I've been doing for the past 10 years. That's why I fucking do it. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to go get a management job or something. I'm fortunate, man. I took risks early in life. They haven't paid off. They paid off like emotionally and like my physical location, but it ain't paid off financially. But I'm okay with that. Because when uh, when they shut shit down, I was like right where I needed to be. And I thank God every single day for that. I am fucking beyond blessed. And having to go through hell with my ex-wife, I mean, has landed me with a woman that fucking loves me. And I thank God every single day for that as well. Because if I was still with that woman that fucking hates my guts, couldn't care less, I'd be fucking miserable. Figure out how to put a grid. Yeah, yeah, it absolutely would have been. I hear you. Um, my ex, she wanted kids, and I wouldn't have kids with her because she was absolutely insane, and she didn't like me. You know, I didn't want to have kids with somebody that didn't even like me. You know, I'm lucky that I saw that a mile away. And I think like that was one of the reasons that she didn't like me, because I wasn't willing to just have kids with her. Just do it. Fuck no. Why would I have kids with you? You can't even stand to be around me. She wanted to get married to have kids and start a family, but then she couldn't even like be civil or enjoy herself enough. So they're all fucking nuts, right? But I'll tell you, man, that Central Florida, North Central Florida is fucking cool. Bunch of springs up there and woods and farmland. Really pretty area. And then that Gulf Coast up there in like the armpit, I've never seen so much fish as I have anywhere else. Like, and I live in the Florida Keys. There ain't half as many fish here as there are up there. You got to go 20 miles offshore, but once you get out there, the shit is popping. Like, there's bait everywhere. There's more grouper than I've ever seen anywhere. Grouper, like fucking big grouper everywhere. Uh, red snapper, they're huge. They're everywhere. We got gray snapper here. The way that we got gray snapper here, they got red snapper, and they're all fucking big as huge. Uh, I did some commercial spearfishing out there, and it was just amazing. Yeah, water's a bit warmer. It's like in the Gulf Stream, the way it curves around, the shape of the Gulf there, and just the way the fish congregate out there. It's like a desert. It's just sand for miles on miles of nothingness, and then they dump piles of concrete out there. So the fish congregate around these random piles of rubble in the middle of the sandy desert. That's where there's bait and there's shit growing on it. And then it's so far away from land, it's 20 miles plus away from land, that it doesn't get traffic. There's nobody out there. So the fish just amass. So there's just not that many people there to like hit it. It's not a tourist destination. The only people that hit it are the commercial fishermen, and they do very well. It's a huge grouper industry out of there. Um, and like here, because all the fishing spots are like within the reef is only 5 miles from shore here. So this is major tourism industry. There's so many people just raping it every day, all day. Up there, it's like what it used to be here in the 80s. A lot of people don't know that. So you get out there, you can get a shitload of fish. It's pretty wild too, man. I've never seen so much wildlife in the water as I have out there. But you got to get in the water to find it, and it's dangerous. There's sharks and whales and fucking shit that there's grouper out there that are big enough to swallow you whole. That shit was scary. I bumped into one of those fuckers. I thought the bastard was gonna open up his mouth and swallow my whole body. I mean, he doesn't even have to do that. If he just opens up his mouth and fucking whacks my head, I'm dead. Right. It happened to a friend of mine here. He diving in a grouper, fucking popped his head, knocked his regulator and mask off, and he's only alive because he had a dive buddy, saw it happen. Saw him floating there, went and swam over there, grabbed him, popped the thing in his mouth, and brought him up to the surface, the regulator. Diver Bob. It's copy. Swimming around some huge fish like Goliath groupers. That's like usually what the huge fish are. The Goliath groupers, they live for like 100 years and they get up to just like 1,000 pounds. 1,000 pounds is a big fucking fish, dude. Like, I know whales get a lot bigger, but for a fish, for a grouper, 1,000 pounds is insane. I mean, that's 10 times my size. I mean, whatever, like 8, whatever, like 160 pounds. Whatever, man. I'm not a math magician. Whatever the fuck that comes out to. But that's a lot more animal than I am. 1,000 fucking pounds. And I bumped into one. I thought it was a whale. Scared the fuck right out of me. Yeah, the Goliath grouper's got a big rounded tail, kind of like brown patchwork. They look like a bass, like a big ass bass, big sea bass essentially. Australia, they call them trout. They're fucked up down there, man. Aussies. They call snappers jacks, and they call grouper trout. They got weird names for everything. I remember, like, you ever would talk with a lefty about, like 2A and shit, they would always cite Australia. Look at Australia, fucking gun crime in Australia. I wonder if they're still using that as an argument, because it wouldn't hold up anymore. I don't know. I got rid of Reddit. Like I will not go on Reddit. Period. Not since I wasted so much time just like trying to make sense of everything. 'Cause I didn't want to argue on Facebook. Like I didn't want to lose friendships over. I didn't want to I didn't want to publicly state my politics. And here's an issue: is I have the same phone number from 22 years ago, so I don't have a local phone number. In Australia, isn't that some fucked up shit? That's some Stasi shit. Like, how do you sleep at night? You know? You know damn well they ain't scared of no fucking flu. Like, how do you justify doing that? I know I couldn't. Yeah, I don't give a shit about it either, man. Like, I see it, when I open it up, there's still people fucking trying to start them fights. And I'm like, why? Man, it's like you're still posting fucking Trump memes? Why? like, like your profile pic is still a picture of Trump with the clown nose? What? Is your life that full? How about you, man? I got other shit going on. You know what I watched today? I watched the new South Park, I guess special or whatever the fuck they're calling it now. It was really bad. Like, really bad. South Park, they've turned into total pussies. Um, which is hard for me, man, because I grew up on South Park, man. Like, I was like, I don't know, 15 or 12 or 13, it's somewhere. I was like a teenager when the first one came out. And I loved that shit. all through college, man. I fucking loved it. And even like, 2017, 2018, I thought those seasons were great. I thought those guys were fucking genius. But I watched that shit today and I'm like, this is terrible. And I don't think it's because I'm getting older, because I still like really stupid shit on TV. Um, I well, once they started doing like this pandemic bullshit, like the pandemic special, that I was not too into that. It was okay. It had some moments. Like I wasn't so completely like they've gone woke. They've gone fucking woke, dude. Like they're full on like I wouldn't be surprised if they're fucking kids. Like that's the level of woke that they've gone. But like, I idolized Trey and Matt coming up, man. I thought those guys were like the coolest. I do not feel that way anymore. It's not bad. It's kind of up and down, uneven, but could be worse. I just find it's just disappointing to me. Like I always had like a lot of respect for those guys. I really like their work. I like the show. Um, I always found it to be insightful, and to watch that one today and just like they just seem like they've gone totally woke and Californiaized, and it's disappointing. It's like I saw that. Um, I saw something they were like comparing it to the tweets that he made um, when Trump was in office, calling him this and that, and then like being hypocritical and doing the same thing, essentially. That's not surprising. I'm guessing this Omicron Percy I-8 bullshit is just. I mean, to me, it just seems like another scare tactic to. Like, what's next? What you gonna throw at us next, man? I don't fear this thing. The only person I know who died from it was killed by the fucking doctors. Sitting up on my fucking ledge right here, right now. Sorry, Danny. Dude was he was a good dude. He was like one of my best friend's cousin. He was a good dude. He had gotten his fucking life together, man. He used to have a drug problem, pretty serious, and um, I had a lot of respect for him for keeping himself clean. He was 100% on his own, working very hard, working to get his captain's license, and he had just gotten it. And he just
was like slow, you know, just something not 100% up here. But like I said, I had a lot of respect for him because he had decided to do something with himself and kept sober, and I admired that. But when he got sick, he didn't know what to do, you know, and he didn't know that the doctors would kill him. Yeah, every one of those things have been front and center on basically everything that I've seen. See, I'm already super fucking poor, so they really can't scare me with the economy. And I'm, you know, I'm in my late 30s and healthy, so that doesn't scare me. War scares me because it's so brutal and senseless, and it's just a means to destroy life. And it's not fair, man. It's really not. My grandfather fought in WW2, and I idolized my grandfather, absolutely. I'm a lot like him. 49. He got 10 years on me. 11 years. I told you I'm no math magician. My grandpa was a belly turret gunner in the B-52s in WW2. No shit. Damn. That one was fucking brutal. I just lost my grandfather 2019. 96 years old. Gave me his truck before he died. That's what I drive still. Like I said, I'm poor as fuck, man. So I got my grandfather's truck. It pulls my boat. God bless him. 18. Wow. My great grandparents came from Sicily. That's on my dad's side. I never met any of them. They all died young. Everybody on my dad's side. My mom's side is the one that just passed. Made it to 96. And I look exactly like everybody on my dad's side. So I honestly don't have a very long, I don't expect to live terribly long. I think 60s. 80s. Come on. Only a couple years before I was born. It was like 81 or something. 80. I don't know, you believe in reincarnation? I just watched some documentary. It was what the fuck is it called? It was about a little Scottish boy who had memories of a past life, and like they ended up investigating it, and he had memories of living in this house in Barrow, which is a small island off of the Scottish, off a Scottish island, and he was only 4 or 5 years old. 72. Yeah. 84. I guess that's 12 years. Told you, I'm not good at math. I don't even know how fucking old I am. How old am I? 38? I quit counting. But he had these memories at 5 of being of growing up in this house in Barrow, Scotland. They flew out to the island, and these memories that he had of his father and the house and the family, like it all lined up. Like they found the house and they went to the house that he described, and it was pretty crazy. I don't know. Really? Do you have like premonitions? I don't ever have premonitions, I don't think. I have it's more like symbolic. I don't know. I think there's like fucking demons, man. Like I believe in that shit. Like sometimes I wake up to not at all lately, but like sometimes I wake up to like fucking terrifying shit. Like just these feelings of demons being in here. Um, so much so that like I drove to fucking Key West one night at like 10:30, and I went to every little shop I could find till somebody gave me a fucking roll of sage, and I came back and burned that shit. And I was telling my wife, like, there's fucking demons in here. And she went to her friend's house that she is not, and she gave me this thing. I'll show you this thing. So it's got a crystal and a feather and a poof here. And I call it the Indian dick. See, it looks like a dick. I go running around shaking this thing at the fucking demons. I'm like, man, I told my wife, I'm like, I was a ghost. And some fucking guy came running at me, shaking this thing, and like, I would fucking run away too. The fucking Indian dick. That's what we call it when we have bad dreams or some shit. I'm like, I'll go get the Indian dick, get the fucking demons out of here. Some fucking crazy bastard come running at me. Yeah, I'm out. Fuck this house. Oh, here come my wife. Lily. You watch the We Are Change, Luke Radowski? He gave me this thing. So, all-seeing eye. This is supposed to help keep him out too. What's up, baby?
Alright, man, I'm gonna sign this thing out. Good hanging with you. Thanks for helping me get used to this thing. There's a weird change. He puts out videos like every couple days.
Huh? Oh.
Talking on this thing. I'm signing out though.
Just got one.
Alright, bro. I'll catch you later, man. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. That's curious.